Hi, internet people. So this Fangirl Freakouts is going to be super old school because I'm not 100% sure how anyone else is going to be able to watch this show, but I really need to talk about it. Okay, so last year, my dad, who finds the most random DVDs, mind you, found Birds of Prey, which is a Warner Brothers, yes, Warner Brothers channel, like before it became the CW, a Warner Brothers show from the early 2000s. It aired 2002 to 2003, had one season. It is based on DC comic book characters. So in this setup, Huntress is named Helena. She's the daughter of Batman and Catwoman. Catwoman has died and Batman has like fled. Not fled, he left. He's left Gotham. Currently they all live in New Gotham because old Gotham was destroyed. But Huntress, Helena, lives with Barbara Gordon, who is Oracle, because before, in their like prologue to this series, the killing joke is hinted at, so the Joker does shoot her. The Joker is also voiced by Mark Hamill, which is amazing. But she's Oracle, and then in the first episode, a character named Dinah, who later in the series we learn is actually related to a superhero, appears. She's a psychic. She saw what happened to them about 7 years ago, and she's come to Gotham now that she's an adult to figure out what happened, and if these women are actually real. What happens is the three of them start working together and become the Birds of Prey. So the series itself is so good, and I'm so irritated that it only had one season. Oracle lives in the clock tower, which is, well, she has the clock tower. Her apartment is elsewhere because the clock tower is the base of operations, but we never see her apartment really. So she's in the clock tower. Huntress goes out to stop crime. She's metahuman and has like super speed. She can do a lot of stuff that Catwoman from the Tim Burton films can do. When you watch the intro to all of the episodes, they've used the Tim Burton universe as the starting point. So her mom is Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. The suit is super similar. You can tell that that's the idea. But because Catwoman in that had superpowers, Helena does. She's half metahuman, and she uses her powers to stop crime. We learn that there's a whole like metahuman community in New Gotham who are like sort of underground. Some people know about them, some don't. She knows the head of the bar, who actually has a pretty decent character appearance throughout the series, and he's really cool. He has perfect memory, so he remembers everything about his entire life since the womb. It's crazy. But Helena uses her powers to stop crime, and then Oracle lets Dinah move in with them, and Dinah starts developing her psychic powers, and the two of them sometimes work together, sometimes don't, depending. Dinah is played by Rachel Skarsten, who is Tamsin in Lost Girl, which is why I was like freaking out when I figured that out. I had just seen her at Klexicon, and I was like, oh my god, what? She's in a show where she plays a DC character? What? But the show, the three main characters are women. Alfred Pennyworth is there, and there is a detective who on and off works with them. Later in the series, he works with them a lot. His name is Reese, and it turns out not only is he played by Shamar Moore, who is in Criminal Minds, was in Criminal Minds, he's not anymore, but he is connected to a crime family, Albert Hawk, who is, everything is all connected. He has left his family to become a police officer a long time ago. He does not want to be included in the family business, but he does protect his father, so his father shows up a couple times. It turns out Albert Hawk, though, his father, has had a vendetta against Dinah's mother, who we learn is the Black Canary, for a long time, and at one point a terrible thing happens, and then Dinah kind of hates Reese for a little while. Things get worked out, but yeah, Dinah gets very angry in a few episodes. The series itself was just so good. It had there are some slightly campier moments in it, so campier might not be exactly the best word. It feels a lot like early WB shows. So not only does it have like superpower stuff going on, it has kind of like a teen drama vibe. So some of it is like their relationships, dealing with growing up. Dinah is technically the only teenager, but there's still sort of some elements that I've seen in Warner Brothers and current CW like teen inspired shows. But it was a really great watch. I'm really upset there's just one season because so much was happening, and the big bad in this season was Harley Quinn. Like, she was the bad guy the whole time. She's going by Dr. Harleen Quinzel. No one apparently knew that she was Harley. And she's trying to use metahumans to take over Gotham. And that leads to a crazy finale where she has like mind control powers and it's nuts. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Which is a really good show. I actually think fans of Buffy would have really liked this because a lot of it is these women are trying to balance life and saving Gotham and just trying to figure out what's going on. Dinah doesn't have any relationships in this season. She like has an episode where she's sort of dealing with a guy that she thinks is cute. But Barbara Gordon did for a portion of the series, and then Huntress is in very, very like deep like with Reese, and I would have loved to see that evolve. There was just so much I wish would have happened, like if they made more seasons. That what's also super random is that they randomly have 2 queer characters just in it. At one point, Dinah is talking to her like best friend who suddenly is like, oh yeah, I switched lab partners with you because I did not want to be partnered with him. And she's like, what? And she's like, yeah, he's not really my type. She never says she's a lesbian, but she totally calls this one girl super cool and like walks away. And Dinah's like, oh, okay. Like it's totally random. And then Helena's boss at the bar just announces that he's gay. It's not great inclusion, but it was just so much like, I was like, wait, what? But it was kind of cool. I would have liked to see at least her best friend's character appear more, because in the first season it's normally like focused on the main characters so they can build up and get people to understand who they are, then they build out, but they can't do that if there's only one season. The DVDs are also fun because in the bonus features is this web series, which you can watch, I think, on YouTube still, called Gotham Girls. And Warner Brothers decided to do this mini web series where they focused on, it's primarily Batgirl, Catwoman, Poison Ivy, and Harley, and it's what they're doing in Gotham. They're just these like little scenes. There are 3 seasons. The 3rd season is one very long episode that's like broken up into parts. But the first 2 seasons are just like little shorts involving them like doing crimes or talking about their day or just goofy stuff happening. And they're so cute. Like they were so fun, and they have the voice actors from Batman the Animated Series, so it made my day to watch it. It was cute. And Poison Ivy and Harley are living together, and then Catwoman has her own place. So it was just fun. Like, sort of like a not low tech, like a quick and easy Gotham Siren sort of thing. So I had a lot of fun watching the bonus features too. I wish the series had gotten more stuff, especially because I'm reading the Birds of Prey comics right now, and while the characters are a little different, Huntress is actually connected to a crime family. Batgirl is Barbara Gordon, but she's Batgirl of Burnside Barbara. And then the Black Canary is in it. And then we also get an Oracle character. And it's been a fun read so far. Some really interesting stuff has been going on. But I just really wish that this series had gotten more traction because I think a lot of people would have liked it. It's really good. If you can find Birds of Prey online or can buy it, mine is from a used bookstore, you should definitely check it out, especially if you're a fan of DC Comics, because I think you would really like it. But I really want to talk about it because I really enjoyed it, and then I was like, even though no one may be able to watch this, I still want to talk about it. So if you've heard of Birds of Prey, let me know, or if you're reading the comics right now, let me know in the comments. You can find me on Twitter at CluffNotes, on my blog, cluffnotes.wordpress.com, right with the Nerdy Girl Express, thenerdygirlexpress.com, or in their Snapchat, the Nerdy Girl EXP, and I post recipes on the iZombie Support Group site, iZombieSupportGroup.com. Bye, Internet people.